Hey there guys, this is just a quick update video for those of you that have been asking when am I going to post a Clash of Wills clear with Roka, and the basic answer is probably never. So just to let you know, I have pretty much gotten burnt out of Clash of Wills because of the bad design choices they're going with recently. I've pretty much always in the past been like a white knight of Clash of Wills and been apologetic for the bad designs. I've always tried to stay positive no matter what. But pretty much, each person has their breaking point, their threshold of BS they can deal with, and I've finally hit mine. So this Clash of Wills, just like most Clash of Wills, has a bug yet again. Sometimes the bugs are minor, like for example, last month, one of the score modifiers was broken. It didn't really affect anything, so it was like a who cares bug. We've also had major bugs, for example, the skeleton guy that you could cast re-raise on, and it just OTK'd the boss. That was a pretty major bug. We've had crash bugs. I think it was Threshing maybe, where it was crashing the game on turn 2. They fixed that, the next day, etc. But, Clash of Wills seems to always have some kind of bug, either minor, major, a mix of them, or multiple of each. And once again, the current Clash of Wills, surprise, surprise, has another bug. The ailment modifier is not working as you would expect it to. This time, though, they are ignoring the issue. They are just leaving it in. I waited a week and a half. There has been no news in the game. They didn't do anything about it during maintenance. So I guess they're leaving it in. They either don't consider it a bug, or they don't care. I don't know which is worse. I don't care which is worse. I'm done with it. So I think going forward, the best thing for me to just not deal with the stress of all these glitches and all these bad design choices. I'll talk about those more in a second. But I think going forward, the best thing for me to do is to just basically do it the way Flip Method does. Flip Method just does his clear per month, no modifiers, and he's done. I'm going to do the same thing. So going forward, I will not be the guy to go look for high rank videos. There's still lots of people that post high rank videos. Kami Kiri does some great videos. Resnut does videos for high rank videos. I'm sure other people do. I probably shouldn't have called anyone out because I'm probably leaving out a lot of people. But a lot of people post rank 1 videos, and they're still going to be around. So you're definitely going to have lots of people you can just load up a video and copy their rank 1 clear. But for me, I'm tired of it. It's just one bad design decision after another, and the fact that they are just leaving this bug in yet again. I waited a week for them to fix it. They're not fixing it. It's unacceptable for me. So I'm just done with it. I'm just going to basically retire from Clash of Wills, other than doing a 0 modifier clear, which is always very easy to do. Yeah, so that'll be it. I'll still post videos for like the weekly content, and Dark Visions, I guess, is the new big thing for me. Yay! I will focus more on Dark Visions. I'll stop pulling for global exclusives, and I guess I'll start pulling for more JP premiums. Isn't that fun? I don't know. Whatever. I'll figure that out as we go. But yeah, next month, the rest of this month, next month, the rest of the year, I'm not gonna turn on modifiers in Clash of Wills anymore. We're gonna get a 0 mod clear. I'll get rank 6,000, whatever. And the funny thing is, it won't even matter because the rewards in Clash of Wills are terrible, and that's part of the issue. It's not really the issue, because honestly, for me, it's not about the rewards, but it's kind of amusing that even though I'm going to now be getting like rank 6,000 per month, it won't even matter because the rewards are irrelevant. They're just, they're pointless. So yeah, that's fun. But part of the problem is this ailment modifier, and I already know people rank 1'd it on the second day with the modifiers turned on, including the broken modifier. You can work around it by getting your own team forcibly killed. And I tried that some tonight. I actually sat down tonight and tried to get some rank 1 clears with Roka, and it really made me realize how terrible of a bug this is, and you definitely can work around it. I am totally aware of that. So, feel free to say get good in the comments. But it was just dumb. It was dumb because of the bug, your party is frozen 2 out of 5 turns, which means it disables autocasting. So it breaks things like Melissa's Chthonic Flow. It breaks things like Abigail's contingency plan. It breaks all of the ramping amplifies, because when you get frozen, it cancels autocasting. It breaks things like the new Roka that I pulled for. Guess what? Her global upgrade was autocast morale per turn. Well, guess what? You can't do that if you're starting the turn frozen. And because of the bug, you're going to start your turn frozen 2 out of 5 turns. And yeah, can you work around it? Of course. People have. I think there's like 122 rank 1s currently. So yeah, absolutely, you can work around it. I know that. But it's still terrible. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean it's not a problem. Where's Muspel? A quote that I love the quote Muspel gave back when he played. He said, just because a problem has a solution doesn't mean it's not still a problem. That's where we are. So this Clash of Wills being broken, even though you can work around it, it's still a problem, and it just really, really makes it not fun. And I swear, if I see one more person say, you asked for harder content, I never once asked for content to be harder because it's freaking broken. I never asked for broken content. Ever. That is not what I wanted at all. It's horrible. I'd rather easy content over broken content. And they're not fixing it. That is the tip of the iceberg, and the straw that broke the camel's back here is they're not fixing the bug. They're not even addressing the bug. That makes it worse. At the very least, they had put like a news article that said, we're aware of it, it's beyond our capabilities to do anything. I'd still be annoyed. At the very least, they're addressing it. They're not even addressing it. So, yeah, whatever. I'm just done with it. And there's other problems with Clash of Wills, too. Like, you know, if you watch my content, you know that I'm a huge fan of bulky tanks and all that. And this Clash of Wills, not even just this one, multiple Clash of Wills, they're getting to the point where tanks are irrelevant. You just re-raise it because it deals unsurvivable damage. Like the current boss, it deals the single target attacks, the physical damage. I built a Lilith with 20,000 defense, a 20,000 defense Lilith. I gave her the 80 mitigations and everything from other sources, and she still takes 200k damage from the single target attacks. What? What are you supposed to do with that? It's just they're not tuning it, they're not testing it, and I'm tired of it. Like, I want good content, and I know they can make good content. Do you remember Tel Fusanis? People always bring up, Tel Fusanis. But, I mean, there's a reason it's always brought up. That was an amazing, amazing global content. It was tuned properly. It actually did have bugs, and they actually had to bring it back 2 or 3 times because it was bugged. So, I mean, and again, I understand bugs happen, but you need to address the bug and give us a plan, like we're going to fix it, we're going to do something. And they're not. They're ignoring they're ignoring the bug. They're not even putting out a news article saying we know it's broken. I waited a week and a half. So, yeah, it's happy. They're happy with it, I mean. I'm not, but they are. And yeah, the design of just, not turn one, just OTK your tank and you have to have re-raise, or something like, you're forced to imbue the ball. I don't know, it's dumb. I want something where you can bulk up and survive and have, like the Queen Byakka trial. I mean, the Queen trial was made on JP, but the Queen Byakka trial was amazing. I love it. That's like good tuning. It's really dangerous, it's hard, but it's survivable damage. You get that? I want to see someone survive that stupid single target physical attack on this boss. What is it called? Hold on. This one right here. Melismic Arioso. So on turn 1, I want to see someone bulk up and survive this. Yeah, 2 times targetized defense, so that's 2 cast. That is 240x modifier physical damage. The wiki doesn't show the stats, but they're insane. Yeah, I want to see someone survive that without using a re-raise or imbuing the boss. I want to see it. they're just not tuning the bosses. They're not testing them properly. They're just throwing them out there. And again, there are ways to work around it. You can imbue the boss. You can just re-raise your party, or not your party, your provoker, which is what pretty much everyone does. And if that's the intended gameplay, okay. Some players love that. Not me. I don't. So I'm not gonna do it anymore. That's all there is to it. And yeah, there's also the issue of like the leader skill direction they're going in. Again, I pulled for Roka for this Clash of Wills, and after using her in this Clash of Wills, it just really made me it opened my eyes to how bad the design is recently, because she is a huge disappointment in Clash of Wills. I can't use Richt, one of my favorite units. I want to use Richt. Can't do it, because his leader skill doesn't match at all Roka's leader skill. Isn't that cool? I was using Nora last week. Nora's great in this Clash of Wills, except no, she's not, because she doesn't qualify for the Roka leader skill. So yeah, it's just dumb. It's dumb. And Roka's the trance shift, and that's a whole other issue. They didn't do anything about that on Global. They didn't fix her in Peril. They just not. They slapped on some autocast morale, and that was it. And guess what? Clash of Wills turns that off because she's frozen for half the fight. She starts the turn unavoidably paralyzed, and she won't autocast her morale fill. Isn't that cool? What are they doing about it? Not a thing. Not a thing. So yeah, I wanted to be very brief in this announcement. I'm apparently way over I'm only like 5-minute video. I've gone over double that. But anyway, so not quitting or anything, at least not the game, but I am pretty much quitting Clash of Wills. So also, hey, the good news is I can now focus more on Dark. I think I already mentioned that. I can focus more on Dark Visions, and instead of pulling for global units, which are either good or not good in Dark Visions. Some of them, like Aya Brea, are amazing in Dark Visions. Some of them, like Kaito, are not. So those units that are only for Clash of Wills, I can at the very least start skipping them. So that's good. Cheaper. But okay. Anyway, I will see you for the zero modifier Clash of Wills in October. And then I guess we will do other stuff like trials and EX stages. Not much else to the game, honestly, but yeah, I can't take this BS anymore. This bad design and then not addressing bugs or doing anything about it. Anyway, see you in a bit.